Sonny, your first experience on Saturday at the Valley as a Charlton player, at least. Obviously the win helped, but how was the experience?
Yeah, really good. I was just saying then, the atmosphere, was electric. It's probably the best atmosphere I've played in, and to get the winning goal at the end, which I thought we deserved, was really good.
You were our first signing for this season, as far back as June now. It seems ages ago. How are you settling in? How you found it?
Yeah, settling in really well. It was a great group of lads. All the players and the staff have all been really welcoming to me, so I've settled in really well, and I'm enjoying every minute at the moment.
You're a player that Nathan Jones has had on his radar for a while. I think it's fair to say. Were you aware of that interest in him signing you in the past, and how much of a confidence boost is that as a player?
Yeah, I was aware of it when I was playing for Kings Lynn back in non-league. When he was at Luton, I was aware that there was a bit of interest there, but nothing obviously came of it. So then when he come calling, like you said, back in June, and I had the Zoom call with him, I knew straight away that the visions he had for the club was unmatched. So I knew it was a place that I wanted to be, and he was a manager that I wanted to play for. So it all just made sense. You
mentioned there your time at Kings Lynn, obviously youth career at Norwich, and after being British, you had 3 seasons in and around the sort of non-league area in Norfolk before signing for Blackpool. Was there a point in that 3 seasons you thought it's not going to happen, or you were always confident that you'd break through?
I think, I'd be lying if I said there wasn't, a few doubts, but I think obviously I had a very supportive family. My dad, my mum, they said to me, if this is what you really want to do, you can achieve it. So I just had to knuckle down. Like you said, I went and played in non-league when I was, I think, 16. A lot of the other boys that got released were, going for trials, with various other clubs. But I thought, I'll just go out, have a bit of a reset, play non-league football against men where playing for points is important. And I think, that's been the best thing that's happened to me. I think, it toughened me up from a young age. So I sort of learnt to deal with, playing for points when it really mattered, even if it was in non-league. So I think that was a really good thing for me.
And people look at your career and probably pick out Blackpool as the time that you broke through, but actually the Kings Lynn period just before that was probably the more important. Would that be fair?
Yeah, definitely. I think that was a big part of my career, was going to Kings Lynn, from where I played before. That was a step up at the time to go and play in the National League, in the National League North. So that was a big step up for me at that time. And obviously I broke through, had a good couple of seasons there, and then got bought by Blackpool.
You mentioned there about the conversation you were having with Nathan Jones and that he sold it to you. How long did that take, and was it quite a quick conversation to make you want to come south?
No, it was, I think the call was about 45 minutes, I think. So I got give me a presentation on the club, and I was just sort of a bit blown away really with all the plans and everything that he had set in place for the club, and what he wanted to do and what he wanted to do this season. So it was a really good call, and I came off, and I remember speaking to my agent and just said, I want to be a part of that.
Nathan Jones wants you to score goals, he said, as a midfield player getting forward, so no pressure. But has he set you a target, or have you set yourself a target? How does that work?
No, he hasn't set a target. All players sort of set individual, personal targets and stuff. I'd like to hit double figures for goals this season. I managed to hit that last season. Obviously, with it being a step up in the Championship, I know it's going to be, tough, but it's a realistic target I think I can achieve.
Norwich lad, I'm guessing Boxing Day is going to be quite a special day, and a game you'll be determined to play in, I'm sure.
Yes.
Did you come across them while you were at Blackpool, or would you?
We did, yeah. So we played them twice when I was at Blackpool, and like you said, it was a big occasion for me. Obviously, my family and everyone being from Norwich, that's where I grew up. So I've had quite a few ticket requests from family and friends for the Boxing Day game. But no, it'll be a good experience to play there.
Well, I'm sure you're looking forward to it, and good luck, Seth.
Nice one, thank you.